Elon Musk brutally denounced Ilhan Omar's attack on Donald Trump when she said Trump is affirming the insecurities of men, and Musk exposed her terrible wrongdoing and said, quote, "If you hate this country so much, why are you here?" That's when Musk revealed how their conflict became way more personal. According to Elon, politicians like Ilhan Omar are constantly lying to Americans. They are not patriots, and as a result, Americans don't care about these people anymore. After Omar attacked Trump, she turned her fire on Musk, and that's when Omar called Musk a billionaire who does not pay taxes. Musk, in response, didn't hold back. So let's explain everything. So a few days ago, Elon Musk shut down Ilhan Omar when she said that Donald Trump affirms the insecurities of men and white people. Ilhan Omar is fighting against everything Trump does, and every time she has an opportunity, she speaks out how, because of Trump, the USA is becoming a dictatorship. Ilhan Omar remarked, "Donald Trump is causing people to become angry. He is a politician to embody all of your hopes and dreams and a caricature of yourselves." According to Omar, Trump manipulates Americans, and that's how he tricked his way into the presidency, which he never deserved. Ilhan Omar also added, "Insecure white folks' idea of race. It happens when you want as an American all your life and identity-affirming things to come from electoral politics. You get demagogues, people who are perfect symbols for these psychological things." Omar also said that she was terrified that Trump would win, and now she can't stand it because, according to her, America's getting worse. White people need to be checked more, and they are being privileged in positions. In response, Musk shared a tweet of J.D. Vance which said, "This isn't just sick. What a disgrace this person is." And Musk made this conflict personal when he said how wrong and unpatriotic Omar was, and wrote, "She is breaking the law." Literally, outright. But this conflict started with indirect jabs between Omar and Musk. That's when in 2021, Ilhan Omar posted a tweet going directly after the richest people in America, specifically Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, and Elon Musk. She shared the numbers on how much wealth they gained during the pandemic and followed it up with what she claimed were their true tax rates. According to Omar, Bezos paid just 0.98%, and Musk, despite gaining over $150 billion, paid 3.27%. Her message was simple and blunt: tax the rich. It was a clear call-out, and while she listed all three names, Musk was the one she seemed to target the hardest, especially given the scale of his gains. And this wasn't the first time. Omar had repeatedly accused Musk of benefiting from a system rigged in favor of billionaires. But Musk didn't stay quiet. He pushed back hard, calling this narrative completely dishonest. Musk pointed out that in 2021, he actually paid more in taxes than anyone in American history. Literally, according to him, it was over $11 billion in a single year. He felt it was deeply unfair that politicians like Omar were using his name to score political points, and how he only gains wealth on paper unless he sells. Then, and on November 1st, 2022, the conflict became a little more direct when Elon Musk announced a major change to Twitter's verification system, calling the old model a lords and peasants system and introducing the $8 per month verification plan under the phrase "power to the people." While Musk framed it as a way to democratize the platform and break down elitist structures, Ilhan Omar didn't like it. She responded directly to his post with a blunt message. This was never about free speech. Her reaction made it clear she believed Musk's real motivations weren't about protecting expression or empowering users, but about monetization and control. And this wasn't the first time Omar criticized how Musk was running Twitter. Since his takeover, she had voiced concerns over platform moderation, hate speech, and what she saw as an erosion of protections for vulnerable groups. But Musk stood firm in his stance. In one of his most well-known statements, he said, "I hope that even my worst critics remain on Twitter, because that is what free speech means." That quote became central to Musk's defense. His claim that Twitter should be a place for all voices, even the ones attacking him. For Musk, the blue check overhaul was about breaking legacy systems. For Omar, it was just another way the powerful reshaped the rules to their advantage. Over the past few years, Ilhan Omar, often alongside Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Elizabeth Warren, has consistently targeted Elon Musk as part of a broader push to tax the rich and rein in billionaire influence. And in 2025, this conflict reached its peak when at a rally for USAID workers, Ilhan Omar accused Donald Trump and Elon Musk of overstepping constitutional boundaries by dismantling the United States Agency for International Development. Omar warned that their actions were the beginning of dictatorship, adding, "We talked about Trump wanting to be a dictator on day one, and here we are." She claimed that Trump, Musk, and their allies were actively working to strip Congress of its constitutionally mandated control over federal funding. This came after Musk's Department of Government Efficiency reportedly accessed classified USAID data, placed top security officials on leave, and took down the agency's website, moves that Omar and others argued were illegal without congressional approval. She declared, "What Trump and Elon and all of their cronies are trying to do is take away the constitutional power of Congress." Soon after, chaos had erupted. USAID employees were locked out of the agency's systems, blocked from their offices, and Secretary of State Marco Rubio suddenly claimed control of the agency. Omar, joined by other Democrats, slammed the executive branch's efforts to gut or shutter the department, arguing that the agency was created by Congress and couldn't be dismantled by executive action alone. She emphasized that any attempt to defund or override congressional authority was a violation of the separation of powers. "We have the power of the purse," Omar said. "We get to decide where money is allocated." Concerns also escalated over Musk's alleged access to a treasury system responsible for nearly all federal payments, raising fears that he could cut off funding to programs like Social Security or Medicare without legal authority. For Omar, the episode was yet another example of Musk acting with unchecked power and threatening the foundations of democratic governance. Elon Musk responded bluntly to Ilhan Omar's criticism about the dismantling of USAID, calling her a fraud and questioning her loyalty to the country. Quoting a post from Ian Miles Chong that featured Omar speaking at a rally where she said, "We talked about Trump wanting to be a dictator on day one, and here we are." Musk fired back with a sharp personal attack. "She's a major grifter and hates America." His post went viral instantly, making it clear that Musk wasn't just disputing her claims, he was directly challenging her character and patriotism in front of millions. Also, in response to this situation, during a press briefing at the White House, Elon Musk addressed reporters and confirmed that he was canceling several federal agencies and slashing government programs, including a major reduction in funding for USAID. Musk said the cuts were part of a broader effort to streamline the federal budget and eliminate what he called wasteful spending, adding that, "This is what people voted for, and the people are getting exactly what they asked for." He framed the decision as a fulfillment of public demand for smaller government and more accountability, insisting that these changes reflect the will of the voters, not just executive preference. It's interesting that Musk just exposed a very influential politician who's playing chess with politics and manipulating Americans. But that's a conversation for another day.